7:45 now. Are there too many apartments across the country, including here in San Diego? Well, joining us now, financial expert Chase Wilsey with the trends we are seeing. Good morning, and thank you for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So are there too many or too little?
Well, I mean, it's been interesting. We've seen a huge construction boom in apartments over the last couple of years. I mean, actually, the biggest boom in really 40 years. Over the last 2 years, we've seen 1.2 million apartments around there added to the country's database. So, I mean, there has been a huge supply come online. And next year, I mean, we are going to see a little bit of a slowdown in apartments coming online, but we're still looking for about 300,000 to 400,000 across the country, which is still a pretty substantial number.
I'm shocked sometimes when I have friends who live in apartments and they say how much they pay for them every month. It's outrageous.
It is outrageous. And I mean, the thing that you look at is, unfortunately, I'm looking at this and people are like, oh, rents are going down, right? Not really. I mean, the thing is, rents aren't growing as much as they were. If you look year over year, rents increased 0.8%. Now, that is, again, not a 10% decline or anything exciting about that. But the thing I look at is you shouldn't see the crazy rent acceleration that really occurred over the last few years. Over the last couple months, just to kind of narrow it in, we've actually seen month over month about 0.3% declines the last 2 months. We've seen three out of the last few months, we've seen huge declines over the last 15 years. I mean, it's been pretty crazy to see the amount of rent deceleration that we're seeing.
If you are one who owns the apartment right now and you're renting it out, is this the time to sell?
I mean, if I owned apartment complexes, I would definitely be considering it. Big reason for that. Yeah, I just think it's going to be hard to raise rents. And you have to understand, apartment is like a business. You want to see rent growth.
Right.
You don't want to see rent stagnation. You don't want to see rent decline.
Doesn't that like keep the payments going, and you have a full apartment? It's better than having an empty apartment.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to maybe reduce the amount you're able to increase rents to attract people to come into these apartment complexes. So if you don't have a high vacancy rate, well, then all of a sudden your cash flows might not be as positive. I think the dynamics of owning apartment buildings aren't going to be as favorable over the next few years as they have been over the last couple years. And you have had to offer more concessions as well. We saw about 37% of apartment complexes offer things like free rent, gift cards, pay for moving expenses. Back in 2019, that number was 14% of rent of apartment complexes did that. So it's been a huge change in the apartment.
So with this change and what we're seeing in the trends with apartments, how would this then affect what's happening with houses and owning a house?
So, I mean, it's kind of a substitute, right? I mean, if you're able to now live in an apartment rather than living in a home, well, that could now hurt the rental market for single-family homes. And again, I want to be very clear. You're not going to see rents fall 10% or anything like that. But what that means is a slowdown in rent increases. So that makes the dynamics of maybe looking at saying, well, I can get an apartment for, let's say, $3,000 a month rather than rent a home for $4,000 a month. I think I'm going to do that. That then hurts the single-family housing market. Then the other thing it does, if you're looking at buying a home, it could slow down the price appreciation of homes, because if investors aren't able to get the same type of rent appreciation, well, it could hurt the investor demand, which could be a good thing for people that are looking to enter the housing market as a primary residence.
What would be your final piece of advice you would tell people if they were looking to rent right now?
Final piece of advice, don't be afraid to negotiate. Don't be afraid to shop around. I think a lot of times people are, oh, okay, that's the deal, I'll take it. No, I mean, say, I talked to this other apartment complex and they're offering me free moving expenses. What can you do for me? Don't be afraid to kind of ask and see what they're willing to offer, because they want your business. They want you to sign that lease.
Yeah, that's good advice. But you always have good advice. Chase Wilsey, we appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.